Oh, good day and welcome to the Phono Cave. Well, here we have a Marx fire truck, or at least the European version of a Marx fire truck. It doesn't have a brand name on it at all, but it's totally identical to the American Marx fire truck. Of course, you can see that the uh, ladder is missing, and I have plans for that. In the future, I hope to uh, have somebody 3D print me a ladder. I have many photographs of the actual ladder. And also, the fire truck used to have probably a little plastic window in there. And what I did was, you have some of those round plastic containers for uh, chocolates. And I thought to myself, if I get the right roundness to it and cut it to the right size, it might just fit the window perfectly. And it does fit perfectly. And it doesn't look new, it doesn't look unauthentic. What I'm also doing, I don't know if you can see that, but the thing is pretty scratched up. And what I found, here, what I found is that if I use a whetstone, I can get the scratches away. Here you see a lot of scratches. Up here, less scratches. And that's by using a whetstone, wet of course, and then polishing it with how appropriate car polish. Here we have the wheel hub, and it's very worn. And I'm going to use the same method as I used over here all over the truck. On this side I already used it for a bit. I'm probably going to have to do several runs more. As you can see, it's very smooth. There are a couple of deep scratches left, so I have to revisit that. The hood, one half I didn't do. The other half I did do. You can even see a bit of a shine on that. So this thing is going to be fixed up quite nicely. Then we have a sand truck that doesn't really have a brand name at all. It's powered by, it's powered by, well, it's not powered, but it has a mechanism on it that will make it sound. Let's see if we can. As you can hear, it sounds a bit like a motor. And again, I did a bit of cleaning on it. I don't know if I come close, that's too close. You see that it's pretty shiny. It totally wasn't. It when I got it, it actually didn't look yellow anymore. It looked kind of grayish beige, because there was so much dust on it. And what I find, to get grime and dust of this type of plastic, if you go showering, take it with you. Take the big bath brush and brush it, And if you shampoo your hair, then let the foam fall onto the car, and it will clean it perfectly, as you can see here. When these two were made is a bit of a question mark. Some say 1950s to 60s. Others say the 1940s and 50s, and I kind of agree with the latter. because these cars really look. Thank you, son. That's better light. These cars really look like something from the 1940s rather than the 1950s or 60s. Inside, not much to see. Cleaned up the axles. You might think that that's discoloration or paint, but it isn't. It's pretty much the type of plastic they used didn't mix very well. So you have veins of white in the black. And every wheel has that issue. Every single one of them. So that's not a mistake, that's how it's supposed to be. So, for the fire truck I would say it's definitely a part 1, because having that ladder 3D printed, it probably won't look like the original ladder, but at least it would look like a fire truck's ladder. And normally I'm kind of keen to, if I get stuff like this for cheap, to sell it for more, so I can save up and buy gramophones and phonographs, which is the main thing here in this room. However, I kind of like these. I kind of want these, and since very shortly since recently, I kind of changed, not jobs, but changed the type of work that I do, and I'm kind of at a desk. And what I'm thinking, we have a printer that we use, but we don't use the flat back scanner on it. So the lid is always closed, and there's an ugly box with plastic folders in there. But I'm thinking of maybe putting the fire truck on there, so it will look good. When it's done, because of the not original ladder on it and a not original window in it, it doesn't have very much collector's value. Still, in this condition, I would still value them, past $10 or so. And I kind of paid $2 for them, so that's basically for both of them. So it would be sad if it would if somebody would steal it, but it wouldn't hurt me financially. But I don't think anybody will, because the people at my work are very nice people and they don't steal. So, but I'm not sure. I might put it in the house somewhere. But that's a thing that I'm thinking about. It's nice items, but they don't really fit in the phono room. They're not of the they're kind of borderline on the right time frame, but yeah, difficult. Anywho, I think this is about it. And it's a nice set of early plastic cars. And I kind of wanted these things because when I was in kindergarten, a very, very long time ago, they used to have cars like these, and I remember the distinctive smell of the plastic. And I remember that I liked the smell of the plastic, and these things have the same darn smell as those cars in kindergarten, so I think those were the same type of cars. I even think they had this one in my memory, but I might be wrong. So, that's a bit of nostalgia as well. So definitely won't be putting those to for sale or to an auction. But everything is for sale basically at the right price. That's how it goes in business. And if you want to keep a collection up, you need to play the game to get stuff. You sometimes have to sell stuff. That's how it is. And sometimes you sell something you don't want to sell, but because people are kind of shouting such a ridiculously high price at you, you kind of do. And I'm kind of in the habit of finding this pretty much everything for cheap anyway. But that basically doesn't count for my gramophone collection. I kind of don't want to let anything go. Anyway, I'm rambling on, and this video is getting longer and longer. I think I'm going to stop it here and say that you have to like and subscribe to my channel and click the little bell icon, and so you'll be notified when a new video comes out, and I hope to see you then. Goodbye.